morning, TPOL family. My name is Kait McFarland, and I'm coming to you today to tell you about my testimony for Testify Tuesday. 2 years ago, me and my family moved to Lafayette from Alexandria. And in those first 6 months of us moving, I entered a season of loneliness and fear and anxiety and a small case of depression. I had decided that when I moved, I wasn't going to keep going to church and that I was going to find something else to give me the fulfillment that church had given me previously. I would watch churches online sometimes, not really, on Facebook and Instagram. But one morning, after 6 months of living not the way that God intended for us to live, I was laying on the couch. It was about 9 o'clock that morning, and I had stumbled across a live stream of the Pentecostals of Lafayette. And I watched it a little bit, and I said, you know what? I know that they do 2 services. I'm going to try and just make it for the 10:30. Even if I miss worship, I'll get there for the sermon. I made it in the nick of time. And I walked in and saw a couple of familiar faces, but I decided I'm not going to talk to anyone. I'm just going to sit on the back row and maybe God will touch me. I don't know. I just was here. The worship team began to sing Great Are You, Lord. And that used to be one of my favorite songs before we had moved. And the lyrics, it's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise, had completely just consumed me and had changed me right there. Many of you remember that morning. A lot of people had came and prayed over me. And from that moment, I realized what I had been living for those past 6 months wasn't what I had intended to keep living, and that I wanted to live for God and serve Him as much as I can. And a year later, in some months, I've made the best decision of my life. I've met some of the most greatest people on planet Earth. Some of you guys are lifelong friends, and some of you have literally become family members. See, the season we're in now can be correlated to the season I was in when I first moved here. We're anxious, we're fearful, we're concerned, we're very confused. There's a lot of chaos going on. And sometimes we get so worried about what's happening now that we can't see what's going to happen next. And I want you to be encouraged today that yes, it's a weird time right now. Yes, it's fearful, but what's going to come next may be the greatest season of your life. In Isaiah, it talks that God is with us through the waters. He's with us through the trials. We sing about it in church. God's with us every day of our lives. And so we need to be encouraged that yes, it's weird. Yes, it's confusing. But what's going to come out of this is going to be the greatest revival we've ever seen. I can't wait to see your faces again. I can't wait until we're all together one day. That may be sooner than we think. But until then, I hope you guys are encouraged by this and are having a great time quarantining. I love you guys.